Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In this episode, we're entering the world of storytelling along with creativity to talk about why fiction books are a must if you want to become a better communicator. In the self-improvement space, one thing that I've noticed is that oftentimes people fall in the trap of giving one-sided advice. They'll say stuff like, you shouldn't consume any form of entertainment. You should only consume self-help material. You don't need any sort of motivation. All you really need is discipline, and you should avoid fiction like the plague and only consume nonfiction. This sort of one-sided thinking is dangerous because anytime one-sided thinking is involved, immediately creativity has walked out of the door. If you were to ask me, creativity is the lifeblood of communication skills. Because picture a charismatic person. Is this person normally highly logical, overly facts-driven, one-sided? Not quite. This individual is unpredictable, multifaceted, and that's what makes this individual unique. The reason that fiction books are a weapon for a communicator is because it introduces you to more possibilities. Whenever we are engaging the mind rather than our body alone, we are disengaging a Newtonian view of reality for a quantum one. As I'm speaking right now, there's infinite potentials that I have of what I can say, but the moment that I choose one of the infinite types of thoughts that I have and I convert it into words is the moment that I turn energy into a particle. The quantum view of reality views everything as energy, while the Newtonian view of reality predominantly sees the particle side. If you truly want to understand storytelling, you gotta think in the concepts of the mind. And whenever we're thinking in mind, no longer do the laws of physics apply. It doesn't matter if something is factually possible or not, especially to the storyteller. For the storyteller, their predominant goal is to keep on sharpening their imagination. The reason that they continue to sharpen their imagination is because it allows them to have a yoga-like mind. You know what that means? You ever tried touching your toes? Is it difficult for you? I'll be real. For me, when I practice a lot, it's not that difficult. But I don't really practice that much. And those times that I don't practice, touching my toes becomes difficult. I feel stiff. Something doesn't feel right. Therefore, I must continue to practice. I do yoga so I could make my body nimble. I read fiction books so I could make my mind nimble. And with more fiction books that I have in my arsenal, the more that I understand how I can get my real world experience and present it in a way where it's storytelling. Do not be fooled for a second. Fiction books does not mean that you completely disengage from reality and go ahead and live in fantasy. Instead, it is simply a tool that helps you improve your imagination and present your real world experiences in a more charming manner. Now, with all this being said, I'm not over here giving you one-sided advice. Hey, buddy, only read fiction. Never read nonfiction again. Absolutely not. I'm a big fan of nonfiction, and I would recommend that for every 3 nonfiction books you read, you just squeeze in 1 fiction book. Can you do that? I'm sure that you can. And over time, you can make this a 50-50 balance if you would like. I recommend you do the 50-50 balance the more creative of a position that you are in. So if you're some sort of podcaster, YouTuber, writer, then for you, a 50-50 balance will help. If you're in a highly technical field, then a 3-to-1 balance will be fine, because that one, a fiction book, is going to help you communicate. Whether you're an extremely technical engineer, a technical accountant, or any other technical position for that matter. 3-to-1, 2-to-2, find the formula that works for you. Stick with fiction, stick with nonfiction, and be multifaceted in the process. If you would like more practical insights into communication skills that you are not going to find on Google, other podcasts, other YouTube channels, be sure to check out the ArmaniTalks free daily newsletter. Every single day at 7 p.m., I drop practical insights on creative writing, public speaking, storytelling, along with other soft skills, which will help you become much more articulate in expressing your ideas. Join the tribe in the link in the description box right on below, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and sign up today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks podcast, and I will catch you on the next episode.